For those of you who haven't heard of this series, for those of you who remember this series but you can't really tell, or you don't really remember what happened in this series, for those of you who never even, I don't know, never heard of this series at all, I'm just gonna be making these episode reviews of Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack was a cartoon on Cartoon Network, and it was a really good cartoon. I'm not gonna lie, it was excellent. So, me myself, I don't really remember some episodes or some things of Samurai Jack. I actually am starting to forget them, and I'm just gonna go back and watch the episodes again, check out Samurai Jack, and see what I could what I could do. So basically, this is episode 1. Episode 1 of Samurai Jack. We start off finding out that this little boy named Jack, his dad was an emperor, and his dad banished an evil spirit by the name of Aku. Now Aku is this dark evil spirit that could shapeshift, and he could basically do whatever the F he wants. So his dad has this sword, and this sword is like the only sword that could hurt Aku. So his dad, Jack's dad, banished Aku from reality, and he was caged away. Now Aku ends up escaping, and Aku finds Jack's dad and takes Jack's dad away. Now we find out that Jack was sent, his mother or grandmother sent them through to a pirate ship, or like she went away with him and put him on a pirate ship. And throughout the first episode, Jack goes through these various changes. As he grows up, we can see that he trains with different types of cultures. He goes to African culture, he goes to Egypt, he goes to Chinese culture, he goes to all these different types of places and learns different things. There's this one scene when he was learning how to shoot arrows. There's another scene when he was fighting with this African guy, and he learned how to fight. There's another scene where he learned how to dodge things. There's another scene where he's fighting on a pirate ship. So throughout this episode, we see that Jack goes through various changes. He goes throughout his whole life, from a kid where we first saw him in the beginning of this episode, to, I believe, he's an adult or a teenager. I'm pretty sure he's an adult, 20s, early 20s. So as Jack grows up, he goes throughout these changes where he fights and finds these new cultures and finds these new people, and he learns different things. And it got to a point where he went back home, where he met up with I think it's his mom, and she gives him the sword that his dad used to have, and the outfit. So Jack is growing up now, and now he's on a quest to find Aku and to banish Aku back into where he came from, the cage. So that's basically the beginning of this story of Samurai Jack. Now we see that he finds his dad. His dad was enslaved by Aku's minions, and his dad, was being tortured. They were being whipped. He couldn't have water. His dad was old and he was bony. From what we saw in the beginning of this episode, his dad was alright, but then now he's bony and just about to die. And Jack talks with his dad, and his dad says, you can't go out trying to kill Aku because you'll be corrupt. You have to find another way, like I did. So Jack's mission is to find Aku and to kill him. Aku wants to rule the world like any other villain would want to. He wants to rule the world. That's what he wants to do. He wants to take over everything. Now, this episode sets up the series in a way, because Jack ends up finding Aku, and when he finds Aku, they battle it out. Jack ends up victorious, but Jack wins the battle, but Aku won the war, sort of, because Jack, Aku's taking up these different shapes. He's turning into an octopus, he turns into a goat, he turns into everything you could think of in this match. And he basically, at the end of the match, he says, well, Jack, you can beat me now, but you won't be able, you may win this battle, but you won't win the war. and I'm gonna destroy you in the future. And Jack goes, well, there's no future for you, Aku. And as Jack is about to kill Aku, Aku opens up this portal, and Jack goes through the portal. Now, Aku tells Jack that his future self is gonna destroy him, and he sends Jack into the future. We don't see what happens after that. We just see Jack going into the future. Now, this is a good setup episode, and it's a good episode totally, because we're gonna find out what happens in the future, how much has time changed, where in the future he's going to be, and what's gonna happen. This is a great series. I hope you guys subscribe and stay tuned for other reviews of other series I'm doing. Check out my channel of anime reviews and everything. This is a good series. If you haven't heard of Samurai Jack, go check it out. And if you have, stay on this. There's probably some episodes you don't remember that I'm going to talk about, or some things that you never seen before that I'm going to talk about in Samurai Jack if you don't remember, because it's been a long time, since Samurai Jack came out. So this episode was great. The artwork is perfect. Go check out the artwork. And the music that they have in the backgrounds in Samurai Jack is perfect too. They have good music. They have good background music. So check out the series. More reviews are coming. Episode 2, 3, all the way out. Check out. I might do even Courage the Cowardly Dog reviews, etc. So subscribe. This is Edman. I'm out.